Hey everyone, welcome back to Park and Post. If you're planning a trip to Europe soon, you're probably starting to think about what to pack. While Europe can be an amazing place to visit, it does require some different packing considerations than other destinations. There are a few common mistakes travelers often make when packing for Europe that can really put a damper on your trip if you're not careful. In this video, I'm going over the top packing mistakes people make for European vacations and sharing my essential tips to avoid these issues. By watching this, you'll have a smoother, more enjoyable trip free of packing problems. Number 1. Overpacking. The number one mistake people make when packing for Europe is overpacking. It's easy to get carried away planning all your outfits and packing way more than you need. However, luggage space is often tight when traveling around Europe. You'll have to haul your bags on trains, upstairs, down cobblestone streets, etc. Overpacking will make this a huge pain. Instead, stick to the essentials and aim to pack light. For a 1 to 2 week trip, limit yourself to one carry-on suitcase and a personal item like a backpack or purse. Lay out everything you want to bring and then cut it down by half. Mix and match pieces that work together and serve multiple purposes. Limit bulky items and shoes. Wear your heaviest things like shoes and jackets when traveling so they don't take up space. Following a minimalist packing strategy will make getting around Europe much easier. Number 2. Not considering the weather. Travelers often underestimate how varied the weather can be across Europe. They assume it will be warm and sunny the whole time. In reality, weather conditions vary widely across regions and seasons. Not preparing for cooler and wetter weather is a big mistake. Make sure to check the forecast for all the places you'll be visiting. This will likely involve warmer clothes for chilly nights, layers, and rain jackets. Don't expect consistent beach vacation weather even in summer. Be ready for anything from heat waves to cold snaps by packing versatile pieces. You won't want to get stuck in the wrong clothes if the weather takes an unexpected turn. Number 3. Bringing the wrong footwear. Having the right footwear for your European travels is key. Many travelers make the mistake of bringing primarily fashionable shoes that aren't comfortable for walking all day. Places like Rome, London, and Paris often involve tons of time on your feet between sightseeing and using public transportation. If your shoes aren't up for miles of walking, your feet will pay the price. Instead, make sure to pack at least one pair of supportive, comfortable walking shoes like sneakers. Leave the brand new shoes at home to avoid blisters. Also consider shoes that are stylish, but can handle walking like nice boots, leather sneakers, or dressy flats. Ditch the heels and sandals for most of the trip and save them for nights out. Proper footwear will make walking around all day much more pleasant. Number 4. Not having the right electronics and adapters. When visiting Europe, you'll want adapters to charge your electronics with European plugs. However, many travelers don't get the right converters and adapters or bring enough. Buying them last minute at the airport often means paying more for something that doesn't work well. Do your research ahead of time to determine the correct adapters for the countries you're visiting. Bring enough for your whole group if traveling with others. Verify whether you need voltage converters in addition to plug adapters. Always check which voltage and outlets are standard for each destination. Being prepared with the right gadgets and adapters will allow you to conveniently keep your devices charged. Number 5. Forgetting essential toiletries. It's easy to focus so much on clothing and shoes when packing that you forget important toiletry items. Many travelers arrive to find they're missing something crucial like deodorant, makeup remover, shampoo, medications, or contact solution. Then they have to scramble to purchase it there at higher prices. To avoid this, make a master toiletry packing list that covers everything you use daily or regularly. Check that you have replenishments of essentials before leaving home. When buying travel-size items, verify they will last your whole trip duration. You may want to pack a few extras in case anything spills or runs out. Confirm what you can and can't bring in carry-ons versus checked luggage. Staying on top of toiletry essentials will prevent hassles and headaches later on. Number 6. Not having the right travel documents. Nothing can derail your European travels faster the not having proper documentation in place. Some common mistakes include not ensuring passports are valid, failing to obtain necessary visas, or forgetting to make photocopies of identification documents. To avoid issues, check passport expiration dates up front to confirm they won't expire soon after your trip. Make sure you have the necessary visas for your destinations. Make 2 to 3 copies of your passport, ID, flight info, and itinerary in case they get lost or stolen. Leave one with someone at home. Pack the others separately from your documents. Staying on top of travel documents will give you important peace of mind while traveling. Number 7. Not preparing for new currency. Most of Europe uses currencies that differ from US dollars. However, many travelers mistakenly assume they can just use credit cards and US cash everywhere. While credit cards are widely accepted, cash is still commonly used for things like metro tickets, food from street vendors, cafes, markets, tips, and more. Not getting the local currency in advance can limit your purchasing power. Before your trip, look up the currencies used in each place you'll visit along with current exchange rates. Withdraw some local currency from ATMs at your destination so you're prepared. While credit cards are convenient, having some local cash on hand will give you maximum flexibility. Don't get caught off guard by not having the right currency. Before we move on, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe and click the bell to be notified of our latest travel tips and share this information with your friends and family. But let's get back to the topic. Common packing mistakes to avoid when traveling to Europe. Let's discuss safety and security, 2 aspects that should never be overlooked when traveling. Neglecting them can lead to unfortunate situations. Number 8. Anti-theft measures. When packing for Europe, don't forget to invest in anti-theft accessories to keep your belongings secure. A slash-resistant bag or backpack with locking zippers is ideal for carrying your valuables around safely. Consider a money belt or neck pouch hidden under your clothes to store your passport, cash, and important cards. Use a TSA-approved lock on your checked suitcases to prevent anyone from accessing the contents. Packing light and not bringing overly expensive jewelry and electronics can also help minimize what thieves target. Taking basic anti-theft precautions gives you peace of mind so you can focus on enjoying your European travels. Number 9. Scan important documents. Before your Europe trip, take some time to scan important documents like your passport, travel itinerary, insurance cards, and IDs. Email the scans to yourself so you have digital copies accessible from anywhere. You can also upload them to a secure cloud storage platform. Having these scanned documents available online can be a lifesaver if your physical copies get lost or stolen. Once you arrive at your hotels along your journey, make use of the room safes to store your real passport, extra cash, medications, and other valuables that you don't need to carry daily. Scanning key documents and using hotel room security gives you reliable backup options. Number 10. Travel with a first aid kit. Make sure to pack a small first aid kit in your carry-on bag to have on hand for any minor medical needs. A basic kit could include Band-Aids, gauze, antibiotic ointment, antidiarrheal medication, antacids, motion sickness tablets, antihistamine, pain fever relievers, and any personal medications. Having these supplies readily available can be invaluable if you or your travel companions face cuts, blisters, headaches, upset stomachs, or other common ailments while traveling in Europe. First aid kits take up little space but provide important reassurance and preparedness in case the need arises while abroad. Moving on to cultural awareness, a crucial aspect of a smooth journey in Europe. Not learning basic local etiquette can lead to misunderstandings and unintended offenses. Number 11. Research local customs. To avoid making unintentional cultural faux pas, spend time before your trip learning about local customs in the European countries you'll be visiting. Social etiquette, tipping, dress codes, gestures, and taboos can vary widely across different regions. For example, Portugal considers it rude to keep your hands in your pockets, while pointing your feet towards someone is seen as disrespectful in Bulgaria. Reading up on do's and don'ts, acceptable behavior, and local values demonstrates cultural awareness and prevents potentially embarrassing or offensive situations. A bit of pre-trip research into local mindsets and manners goes a long way in showing respect during your travels. Number 12. Learn a few phrases. Make an effort to learn some common phrases and vocabulary in the predominant languages spoken in the places you'll visit. Even just mastering hello, goodbye, please, and thank you demonstrates goodwill and appreciation for the local culture. Asking if someone speaks English by saying "Parlez-vous anglais?" in France or "Sprechen Sie English?" in Germany also shows you made an attempt to communicate in their language first. Though many Europeans are fluent in English, they appreciate when foreigners try their best to speak a few words. You'll likely get better reception and service if you break the ice and engage with locals in their native tongue. Okay, now let me share with you my money-saving secret. I'm always on the hunt for last-minute flight bargains whenever I travel by air. Below this video, I'll provide a link to my preferred travel booking website. They offer a combination of friendliness, affordability, and cost-effectiveness. Why spend extra on your fantastic getaway? Secure your flight today and relish remarkable savings. Lastly, let's talk about health precautions, which are especially important in the wake of recent global events. Ignoring travel health precautions can put your health at risk. Here's how to stay healthy. Number 13. Vaccinations and health checkups. As part of your pre-trip planning, schedule appointments to get any recommended vaccinations or health screenings for the places you'll be visiting in Europe. Depending on your itinerary, your doctor may advise getting vaccines for hepatitis A and B, meningitis, rabies, measles, mumps, rubella, typhoid, or other diseases present in some regions. Also make sure your routine immunizations like tetanus are up to date. Bring ample supplies of any medications you normally take, carrying them in their original labeled containers per European customs regulations. Taking preventative health measures and packing prescription meds shows responsible preparation for staying healthy on your upcoming travels. Number 14. Travel insurance. Don't neglect to purchase comprehensive travel insurance to safeguard your European vacation, especially with COVID-19 still a potential factor. Look for a policy that includes emergency medical coverage in case you get injured or sick abroad, including treatment and hospitalization for COVID-19. Make sure it covers cancellation or interruption costs in case you must quarantine or cut your trip short. Also verify it includes lost baggage, trip delays, and emergency evacuation if warranted. While hopefully unnecessary, having robust travel insurance gives invaluable peace of mind when visiting Europe. Don't leave it until the last minute. Compare plans early so you can select one that fits your needs and budget. Avoiding common packing mistakes will ensure you have everything you need for an amazing trip through Europe. Traveling light, preparing for varied weather, having proper footwear, electronics, documents, and money will help your journey go smoothly. Use packing lists and do your research to stay on top of essentials. With the right preparation, you'll be ready to make priceless memories exploring Europe's incredible destinations and culture. Let me know if you have any other packing tips and tricks for hassle-free travels in Europe. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and happy travels. We'll catch you in the next video.